Welcome in once again to the Yugioh Fresh Off the Press community, where we analyze the current posts, trends, and forecasts of the Yu-Gi-Oh markets. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh market watch cardboard addiction, guys. You already know. Make sure to smash that subscribe button, guys. Don't forget. I mean, some people believe they're subscribed, but just make sure, double check for me. I would really appreciate that. Also, like this video as it helps with the algorithm, just to find more people like you guys to join our amazing Yu-Gi-Oh community. Don't forget to click the notification bell to stay tuned and keep up with our latest and greatest fresh off the press videos. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are the MVPs for liking these videos, for subscribing to my channel. Man, for leaving those beautiful, well-written comments in the comment section down below. You guys are the MVPs, just straight up. Also, remember that this content is not any official financial advice. It's created for entertainment purposes only. Don't forget, guys, we have here our Discord link in the description down below. You can click on there, join the server, say hi. You know, we'll definitely provide a warm welcome to you guys. And then we have the Twitters, guys. Already at 20 followers is a blessing, man. Hopefully we get to 50 and then to triple digits. If you have Twitter, swing by, link in the description down below. Today we want to make a special shout out to the semi-limited podcast, guys. I'm gonna be leaving the link in the description down below. Player X and Galone Wolf, man, they were great. They're from Syracuse, New York. I actually was on their podcast. I believe it was this past Friday. Or Thursday. I mean, it was this past week. It was great. We had a blast, guys, honestly. You know, disclaimer, you know, it's for rated R in a sense. You know, it's just laid back in that sense, chill. That's why I went on. I love those guys. I do, man. You know, just how the Yu-Gi-Oh community's at. You know what I mean? So I love podcasts and places like that, because, you know, society, I believe, is too sensitive nowadays. You know, you just can't have a good time if you throw a word here or there. You know, some people are just too sensitive. Of course, it matters. You know, we have to be respectful and mindful, but under these specific circumstances and contexts, it's perfect. You know, I had a blast. I love their podcast. Make sure to check it out. They talk about a lot of different Yu-Gi-Oh content. They have for Apple Podcast, Spotify. For everyone else, they have Discord, all their socials. I'll make sure to leave their Linktree link in the description down below. And we're going to actually provide a little bit of a preview of the episode. Again, they had me on over there. I had a blast, guys. And now we're just talking about so many different things. If you want to get to know your boy a little bit more fresh, your boy Jay, you know, make sure to swing by their podcast episode. We talk about so many different things. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience. And I just want to thank them for having me on over in their platform. So look at it here. I'll let it run for a couple of seconds, and then if you want to hear the rest, you could definitely make sure to check that out. Again, Ghost Winter Cherries, great, excellent pick right now. Ultimate rare from OTS Pack 20, underrated card. Everyone's sleeping on it. I believe it's gonna pump to triple digits one day, and I personally have like 55 of them in my binder. So
55, god damn!
You know, hopefully you guys can laugh about it.
FBI, open up!
Yeah, I'm ready. You know, it's a gamble. No one knows. You know, Konami might reprint another OTS Ultimate Rare Cherries. You know,
that's for real. No, I agree.
You never know, but
that's a good card.
Yeah, I love the card. Yeah. All right, man. I had a blast. I did, man. Honestly, I had such a great time over there. You know, it did sound a bit low. You can raise the volume, I believe so. But hey, that was just a small, tiny preview. Great content out there. Make sure to check those guys out. Don't sleep on them. Great podcast. Guys, get to the cards, Jay. Come on. Oh, well, here we are. Today we're going to discuss the OCG ban list. Jay, why we're discussing the OCG? Most of us, you know, we're in the TCG. Why? Well, I mean, I believe, hey, it's all about the impact on the markets, guys. You can make money with TCG plays, OCG plays, and people are sensitive to these fluctuations. You know, the market is sensitive to these fluctuations. You know, when something gets banned, unbanned, you know what I mean? So that's what we're here for, to make sure we analyze and cover everything. This was the TCG ban list, and what we're going to do is that we're going to discuss a couple of these cards that were also affected here in the OCG ban list, guys. Right here, we have the full changes, newly forbidden. We have Elf, we have the newly limited, and then with the newly semi-limited cards, guys. We're going to make sure to check that out, starting with Elf. So Elf, as you can see, was also forbidden here in the TCG, so it got that same exact treatment over there in the OCG. So I mean, Elf used to be a $16-17 ultra rare from the Power of the Elements. Wow, this card is now a $3 card, banned in the OCG as well. I mean, there's 4 copies here. It does go to 350, almost 4. People have hopes, you know, they love their sprite decks, and you know, they might be like, well, you don't know. I mean, Konami might bring it back to 1 in the next bat. They might, but this card is just too broken. It takes the sprite archetype or theme deck strategy to a whole new level, and to the point where it got banned in both the TCG and the OCG. So straight insanity. Then we have Blaster, Dragon Ruler of Infernos, currently in the TCG. I don't think this is on the list as banned. I think it was unbanned previously, if I'm not mistaken. But look at the spike. You see, that's why I like analyzing OCG moves, because look at that. Look at that spike. $9 for a good while, but look, just in the past couple of days, it's been, you know, since that ban list, you see that spike there, where you have a couple of, you know, 0%, you know, only 3 sales, but really is a $13 card. That's where the wall is currently at. Wow, look at that, just 9 listings. It's a card that is essentially getting bought out right now. Of course, there's major walls, major hurdles to get over before it's actually bought out, but going from 9 to 14 billies, 13-14 billies, that's a considerable move, guys. And I believe, honestly, it was all due to the OCG ban list. So again, you know, in the TCG, you never know as well. It's just a broken card. Dragon Rulers didn't play around when they were out, so definitely a card just to keep an eye out for. It does have a rare, I believe so, a cheap budget option, but this secret rare looks beautiful. Then we have Glow Up Bulb. As we can see here, I believe it's still banned, if I'm not mistaken, in the TCG, but in the OCG is newly limited. So I think it was banned and now it's unbanned at 1, now limited at 1. Wow, that's insane. It's just an Earth Tuner plant. It goes so well with Nat Beast decks, you know, Naturia decks. Such a great card. Level 1 tuner, broken. Can you bring this out with 1 for 1? It's just too good. It's too good, honestly. He's such an easy way to make Nat Beast. So, you know, keep an eye out. OCG unbanned it at 1, so people are like, man, you know, it might be coming back to the TCG as well. So, you know, it does have budget, commons, gold. Might not be a bad, you know, pickup at, you know, what, quarter, under 2 quarters. That's not bad. If it comes back, that's an easy dollar, but probably more so a multiple dollar card. Don't sleep on this card. Let's actually check it out. Let's take a look at here. You have the secret, the ultra, and then the common. Look at that spike. I mean, it's been spiking, but I mean, you do see plenty of walls, plenty of copies. You do see, let's see here, listings update. Come on now, come on, work with me. Oh man, really, you would? But in the meantime, we're gonna watch the ultra rare here. Wow, cleaned out, guys, cleaned out. That's a what, $11-12 card. Doesn't the one at 15? Insane, just cleaned out. There's no way that you can't tell me that that was in the OCG ban list affecting the price of this card, even over here at the TCG. Insane. You see here, only 65 listings. Wow. Hey, I mean, I'm gonna get me a play set of this, slap it in the binder at the very least, maybe RO9, and why not? If it comes at 1, everyone is gonna need this card. And again, only 4 printings, guys. Even though it comes back at 1, not easy access. This structure deck came out a long time ago. These cards are just hard to get. Who do you see in your locals with this card? It's just such a hard card to get. Don't sleep on it. Look at the buyout here with the ultra, and then let's check out that secret bling. Wow, $10 card forever. Just look at that vertical spike. Insane. A $19 card. Look at that. Wow, quickly becomes a 30 billy. Only 2 play sets left in the markets, 4 listings. Insane, guys. Glow Bulb secret rare. That thing looks clean. Max rarity from Legendary Collection 5Ds. The card is just lovely. Thankfully, I have 2 of these. I bought them at $5. Why not? Back here, honestly, last year. You know, it's time to profit plus. That's what we're here for. Then we have Mudora. Let's see. Mudora is currently limited now at 1, previously at 2. Kelbeck also now at 1. So seeing Kelbeck, Mudora. Also got hit here. Let's see, limited as well in the TCG, now limited in the OCG. The cards are just too broken. So you see that downswing right here, just even more barely holding on to $1, a million listings in the markets. So Kelbeck at 1, Mudora at 1. Honestly, I would just have your copies, and that's about it. You never know. I mean, if Konami brings these back or whatever, but man, yeah, the OCG definitely adding some sell pressure to that card. Then we have the Bestial Lubellion. What a card from Darkwing Blast we do see here. In the TCG, I don't believe it's touched, but here they limited Lubellion to 1 in the OCG, so that might be a sign. It's just such a great card. It's at 70 billies right now, only 62 listings, so it's a very good card. I mean, some people even run it at 1 already, so if it would get limited, I would just have my copyright if I already have it. But if you have multiples, no reason to have multiples of these unless you're playing them, because if it gets hit in the upcoming ban list, you know, you don't want to be holding on to 70 billies and just watch this trickle down to under 50 and who knows, you know, what price. So don't lose that money. I'd be getting rid of the extra copies that I don't need of this card. Then you have obviously Sprite Blue. You know, it's just range bound around $30 to $35, as you can see here. Such a great card. Only has 2 printings, the secret and the OT. I mean, in the OCG here, it got limited to 1. Yikes. I mean, if the next ban list does that, yikes, man, that'd be scary. I wouldn't be holding on to $100 worth of cards here, because people run this at playsets. You know what I mean? So 46 listings. The supply is not there, but the demand, it might change. It might, you know, if the ban list limits it to 1, just like the OCG. It's not really affecting the current price right now here in the TCG just because of that meta demand of the card. But don't sleep on this card in the sense that it might get touched in the next ban list. I mean, Elf is already banned, so they might go for blue next time. Then you have Havness and you have Merly from the tier limits, you know, cards over here hit in the TCG as well. You do see that there was a brief spike there to $1, still around there for Havness. $1 super rare from the OTS pack. Not much movements due to the OCG limiting it. Why? Because it was already limited here in the TCG. So I mean, people like, it is what it is. And same for Merly. You do see it's around $1 and some change. Only one here under $1, but again, not too, it's just consolidating sideways, not too much going on there. Then you have Druis Worm. Wow, limited currently here as we can see, and then Baldrake as well, both limited at 1. I don't think they're hit still here in the TCG, but I mean, overall Bestials have fallen out of favor recently, you know, for the most part. You can clearly see what a chart. This card was 17, almost, you know, edging that $20 mark, and look what happened, guys. Wow, just straight dumpage. Insane. A $5 super rare now, over 150 listings. The supply just came all back in after the demand was immense. A super rare almost $20, just insane from a main set. Wow. But now it's down 4x essentially in the last couple of months. Yikes. And then the OCG ban list limiting it at 1, it doesn't help either. That's why you see copies now under $5. And who knows what the price is going to be of this card, but yikes. Same for Baldrake. I mean, it is a common, so, you know, it's just a common. Easy to get, plenty of walls, and price hasn't really affected it much. But yeah, it's limited. Who knows what's going to happen with Bestials by the next TCG ban list. Then we have Skill Drain. It's just such a great card. Such a great card. It was tapped here. Limited now. It was at 2, I believe so previously. And now limited again back in the OCG. I mean, over here in the TCG, Skill Drain was unlimited at 3. I don't think it was here. It was in one of the previous ban lists. So we have Skill Drain here over at 3. So I wouldn't be surprised if Konami decides to tap this back down to 2 or even to 1 again. Who knows? Maybe ban it even in the future. So yikes. But they recently reprinted Skill Drain in the Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1 and Mama, and is getting another rare reprint with the 25th anniversary edition set. So plenty of copies for you guys right now. Hopefully Konami doesn't go too extreme on this card, because right now it's not that relevant in the meta, and it's just such a broken card. So yeah, Skill Drain is a great card. Then you have Ancient Fairy Dragon. You have a Ghost Rare OTs. Man, those things they just look nice. You have the Ultras, and then you have the reprint rare of Maze of Memories. Not too many printings of this card, so, you know, I definitely need to stack away a couple of these rares, because this is a card that I see eventually going up to the multiple dollar range. Of course, right now, a lot of supply But guys, don't sleep on Ancient Fairy Dragon. Just grab your copies, you know, as they dwindle and go down even more. And then you have the holographic. I mean, you do have another common here. I believe this rare is going to be either at or above this current commons price. So great investment. But yeah, you have the ultras and, you know, the ultras and the more ultras. So, you know, man, this should have been super rare, man. Konami slacking. But I mean, this is the one I own, the secret rare, mid-max rarity. But I mean, the whole point of this card is that it was semi-limited now. It used to be at 1, I believe. So now semi-limited, you know. So now with the recent rare reprint, you do see card has been going down recently. But again, 0% is really a $12 to $13 card. Quickly goes up to 20. Why? Because the secret doesn't have a lot of supply. And it just looks beautiful. 14 listings. There's not many out there. Impossible card to get. It looks beautiful. I have my own fresh off the press mint copy. And yeah, you have the other ultras, not bad, from the legendary collection Kaiba. We're going to be discussing this soon in our LCK market watch coming later this week, so stay tuned. Had a plan for today, but I'm like, you know what, let's talk about the OCG ban list first, so stay tuned for that. And then you have this clean ultra rare as well. Looks beautiful from legendary collection 5Ds. But yeah, if you don't have the card, at least get access to it. Then you have Gazelle. I'm not aware in the TCG right now what's his at, maybe still at 3, or I'm not too sure, but semi-limited here. In the OCG, it did. There's an ultra rare rarity bump upgrade. Here you see a current spike as of late, not too much, but it's a quarter card. Why not? I mean, and you see that spike down recently. OCG, I mean, let's see, it used to be at 3 and now it's at 2, so you do see a little bit of a dump, but overall still a cheap card. I mean, not too many people running this deck strategy, honestly, but it might steal some games. It's just so good, so don't sleep on this card. Then you have Skull Dread. I love this card. You have the ultra rare budget at around $250 from Duel Devastator. Then you have the Megaton 2018 reprint. This card has been around for what? That's 5 years, half a decade. Man, it just gets harder and harder to get. Only 3 printings. Don't sleep on this card. Only 3 printings, guys. Such a great card with a broken effect. Don't sleep on this card. It's consolidating sideways right now at that $7, $8, $9 mark. You do see here a couple of people coming in and getting their copies, even buying unlim, so don't sleep on that card. Then you have Ptolemaeus. We do see here that Ptolemaeus used to be banned, now semi-limited. Wow, in the OCG. So you see in the TCG, I believe. Let's see, was it this ban list? I'm not sure. Then it might have been the previous one. It got also unbanned over here as well, so you definitely want to make sure to get your copies. You do have the more budget ultra at, you know, $8-9, but yeah, just wow, it hasn't affected price really. I mean, it has positively actually impacted, you know, getting unlimited to semi-limited. I meant to say, you know, at 2. So wow. Then you have Steam Cloak as well. Just such a great card. It does have commons and budget options, but man, that tuner is broken. Used to be banned and now semi-limited. Wow. Back in the OCG, insane. Hasn't really affected price that much yet, but stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Keep this card in mind. Don't sleep on it. You know, only 82 listings in the market. If you clean it up a little bit more, yeah, 81. So it's not a bad idea to get access to this card. Then you have Thunder Dragonhawk. You saw you had the ultra rare. You know, this is beautiful, this secret rare, but it actually used to be at 1 and now it's semi-limited. Not that bad. Great card, great effect. You know, works with the Thunder deck strategy. And right now you do see a little bit of a bump up here, you know, where you could get this card under $2. Now is on its way to $250. Not too many listings, so definitely a card. Only 49 listings to keep in mind. Secret prismatic secrets. These just look beautiful, guys. Then you have Nadir Servant. What a card. It has a secret rare around 20 billies, but this is the budget option. Just picked up 3 today. You do see a spike here. And if we go to Nadir, it used to be a 1, now semi-limited back in the OCG. You do see that small spike there. I came in, bought me 3 from this seller. Why not? Just, hey, slap the playset in the binder. I could see this at 10 billies easy. Only 2 printings, guys. Such a broken card. Don't sleep on this card. And as you can see, you know, semi-limited here. Just a great card in the OCG and TCG. Don't sleep on this card. Then you have Spellbook of Judgment. also getting unbanned in the TCG in the previous. Was it this one? Let's see, man, I'm like a ban list ahead. You know, the previous one unbanned most, so the OCG is actually a ban list behind, in the sense that now they're hitting cards that they hit previously in the TCG. But here it used to be at, well, no, it's at 2 actually now. Look at that, unlimited at semi-limited at 2. I meant to say Judgment. I mean, just only 2 printings, $5 for the Megaton, around $5 for the first ed as well. So don't sleep on this card. Then you have Fountain. I believe that they haven't gotten hit yet. Runix, if I'm not mistaken. You can correct me down below. But here in the TCG, but now it's semi-limited Fountain, the field spell, the main card of the deck. The engine is at 2 now. You do see it was used to be $25, came right back down, and look at that, it's 13, 14, really 15. So again, guys, I mean, not too many listings because it's wide open here in the TCG, and the card is broken. The deck is being used, you know, as a strategy in the meta. So definitely a card to keep in mind. Then you have Galatea. Wow, only 2 printings, a super rare from Soul Fusion. And then you have the ultimate rare, guys, unlimited. It used to be at 2 now. Excuse me, unlimited. In the OCG, you do see the spike, you know what I mean, recently, due to that fact. Now a clear almost $60 card before it quickly goes up to 64 and 65. Only 33 listings. Orcus is just broken. I mean, unlimited Galatea over in the OCG. Let's see what happens over here in the TCG with regards to Orcus. But yeah, you see, no one cared about this card. Brief spike now. Card looks beautiful from OTS pack 10. Then we have the Swab Frog. Man, I used to play Paleozoics back in the day. Deck used to be broken. Now it got hit with Rodent Totem, not that great as well. But we do see that now we have unlimited Froggies back in the OCG. You have a common, then you have the budget ultra rare, and then you have the ultimate rare high max rarity. I mean, you do see here it's cheap. It's cheap. Swap Frog, if we clean these listings up, 0% doesn't count, is a $2.50 card here with 400 copies. That's what the card is worth. I mean, 81 listings. Don't sleep on it. Not a bad card, holographic to have, you know, on hand. I mean, you never know when frogs cycle in and out of the meta. Just a broken card. Holographic looks clean, and you see, wow, this ultimate rare was $317 when Sprite came out, and now it dumped. Insanity. Ultimate rare max rating 120. This card was $100 forever, spiked up to $320. Insane, down $300 in the last half a year per copy. Just straight insanity. I mean, at 120, it might not be bad. Only 19 listings. Card is extremely hard to get from OTS pack 3, and it looks beautiful. Man, yo, we need some stimmy checks from the government so we can go ahead and, you know, buy a playset of these guys. If you enjoy the content, just down below, man, comment. Let's have fun. That's where it's at. You have Kagari. Kagari is here. Unlim used to be at 2, now unlimited in the OCG. I love these prismatics as those mid-max rarity. Of course, OT's where it's at. Yeah, I mean, if you want the bling, I can't blame you. You do have ultras, alternate arts, gold, supers, original print, things of that nature, but this is where I would focus on. You know what I mean? You see that recent spike now due to the OCG Banlist impact. First eds still around $2, quickly goes back to $3 to $4 after this place. A $4 prismatic secret. The demand is coming in. Don't sleep on this card. Sky Strikers always cycle in and out of the meta, and it's a beautiful prismatic secret. Don't sleep on it. Then you have Cursed Eldland. I don't think it's a thing over here in the TCG, but in the OCG it got unlimited now as well. We do see a gold rare, but the super rare from the secret rare. Ooh, look at that spike. Used to be, it says a $2 card. If we clean this up, look at that. It quickly it's a $3 and then $3.50 card. Only at 42 listings. Again, don't sleep on this. This card only has 2 reprints. One is gold. It might continue spiking up, guys. And then the last card, Unlim. It used to be banned, just like in the TCG. They unlimited now in both G's, you know, TC and OC, you know what I mean? And just a great card overall. You have the ultra rare, clean budget, holographic rarity. The commons, nah, man, not worth it really. I would just get me a couple of these. Just get a playset for yourself, and then maybe R09. You never know. I mean, it's unlimited now. It has a broken effect, of course. Nowadays, the meta's too big, too fast. too good to let this play out. For the most part, you never know, man. You never know when normal summon, skip a draw phase might become a thing, so don't sleep on this budget option. Great card overall. Had a spike recently when it got unlim from the OCG. You see, guys, you see the OCG ban list impacts the market, and that's what we're here for, to analyze that. Not surprised if this card becomes a dollar card sooner rather than later. And of course, you do have secret rare OGs look beautiful at around 40 billies for the unlims and at around 100 billies for the first ed original print. Guys, if you enjoy this type of content covering OCG ban list, TCG ban list, these market watches, just smash that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Like this video as it helps with the algorithm as well. I would really appreciate that. Make sure you click the notification bell to stay tuned for our fresh off the press content. If you made it this far out in the video, leave a comment down below. Let the community know you guys are the real MVPs. Guys, thank you so much for your support, for your time, and for your attention, and I hope you guys have a good one.